TCL QM8L and Samsung QN80H look like similar high-end Mini LED TVs on paper, but once you actually understand how they behave in real use, they feel like two completely different philosophies. One is built to impress you instantly with raw visual intensity, and the other is built to feel refined, consistent, and easy to live with every day. That difference is what actually decides the winner. Before we get into it, I want to hear from you guys. Which one are you picking right now, Samsung or TCL? The TCL QM8L is the TV that tries to blow you away the second it turns on. HDR content is extremely bright, colors are bold and punchy, and games have this high-impact cinematic look that immediately grabs your attention. In darker rooms especially, the contrast and brightness combination creates a very dramatic, almost theater-like experience that makes older TVs feel instantly outdated. It's the kind of picture that makes you stop and actually notice your screen again. But there's a catch that shows up over time. The QM8L can feel a bit aggressive in how it handles brightness and contrast. Some scenes look slightly over-processed because the TV is constantly pushing for maximum impact. Blooming control is much improved compared to older TCL models, but it still appears in certain situations like subtitles or bright objects on dark backgrounds. It's not a deal breaker, but it does remind you that this TV is optimized for excitement first, accuracy second. Samsung takes the opposite approach with the QN80H. Instead of chasing extreme brightness, it focuses on balance and control. Motion looks smoother, upscaling is more natural, and overall picture processing feels more refined. It handles lower quality content better, which matters a lot for sports, streaming, and everyday TV watching. Nothing feels exaggerated, and that makes it easier to watch for long periods without fatigue. What stands out with Samsung is consistency. Even if it doesn't always deliver the same wow moment as the TCL, it almost always looks good. That reliability makes it feel more premium in daily use, especially if you're switching between different types of content throughout the day. Gaming is where the split becomes really obvious. The TCL QM8L is the more exciting gaming TV. HDR gaming looks incredible, especially in visually rich titles. Explosions, reflections, neon lighting, and bright environments all feel more intense and immersive. If you mainly play cinematic single-player games on PS5 or Xbox, the TCL gives you that dramatic next-gen visual punch that feels instantly impressive. The Samsung QN80H goes in a different direction. It supports 144 Hz, which is a big plus for PC gaming, and motion clarity is very stable. Fast-paced competitive games feel smoother and more controlled, especially during long sessions. It doesn't have the same HDR intensity as the TCL, but it feels more precise and consistent, which matters more for certain types of players. For current pricing and availability, you can check the links in the description. Movie performance follows the same pattern. In a dark room, the TCL delivers more impact. HDR films feel bigger, brighter, and more cinematic, especially in action or sci-fi content. But in bright rooms or everyday viewing, Samsung often looks more natural. Sports, YouTube, and streaming shows feel easier to watch because nothing is overdone or exaggerated. There are also a couple of important downsides. With TCL, quality control can still vary between units, and firmware updates can occasionally change picture behavior in ways users don't expect. With Samsung, the issue is value. Once you see how much visual impact the TCL delivers for less money, it becomes harder to justify the price premium unless you specifically care about polish and consistency. So the decision really comes down to what you value more. If you want maximum visual excitement, stronger HDR impact, and a TV that feels instantly impressive for movies and gaming, the TCL QM8L is the more exciting choice. But if you want a more refined, balanced, and consistent TV that handles everything well without surprises, the Samsung QN80H is the safer long-term pick. And that's why this comparison is so close. The Samsung is the TV you trust every day, but the TCL is the one you remember the first time you see it.